Hi guys. I thought I'd come on today and talk about fasting. I am just wrapping up a 5-day water fast, and yeah, I wanted to talk about my intention, my experience, and why I'm going to be incorporating fasting more frequently in going forward. First, I should say this is not medical advice. Use your own discernment and intuition as to if fasting is right for you. Do your own research on it. I'm not new to fasting. I have done all different kinds of fasts, all different varying lengths of fasts. Water fasts of 1, 3, 5, up to 10 days. Bone broth fasts, juice fasts. I did a 10-day brown rice fast at the beginning of the year. My very first fast that I did was the Master Cleanse way back in high school. That was 10 days of water, lemon juice, cayenne pepper, and maple syrup. So yeah, I'm not new to fasting, but my intentions for fasting in the past have always been for the physical benefits, of which there are many. Ketosis, which is a fat burning program, autophagy and apoptosis, which are cellular repair programs, which all of these are built into our highly intelligent, divinely designed bodies. Autophagy and apoptosis basically either recycle and repair or get rid of cells that are defective and deficient. So essentially preventing cancer. But none of these programs can turn on unless we're in a fasted state. And if you can imagine, given modern living, we are rarely in a fasted state these days. We have access to food 24/7. Much of the food that we're consuming is highly processed, not food at all, and designed to be addictive. All of which is intentional. And this is one of the many reasons why obesity rates are through the roof and cancer rates are rising insanely as well. But anyways, my intention for fasting now has shifted more towards the spiritual benefits. And those are creating a clear and coherent energetic channel, so that I have more clear and direct access to my intuition and clear and direct access to God, source, the universe, higher power, whatever you want to call that. Our bodies are basically antennas. We are energetic beings, and our bodies are basically antennas. So they are constantly receiving and transmitting information from our external and internal environments and responding and adapting according to that information. And that information comes in the form of frequency. Our entire world, the entire universe is energy, and all energy holds frequency. Our bodies are designed to align and attune to natural frequencies. Natural sunlight, the Earth's frequency is called the Schumann resonance. So we connect to that through grounding. Natural water, food holds frequency. Food's grown in the earth with natural sunlight, without any chemicals of any kind. That's going to hold a lot higher frequency than foods that are synthetically made in a lab, highly processed, haven't seen the light of day. Sounds of nature like birdsong and waterfalls, rushing water. Those are all natural frequencies that our body attunes to. Then we have all the non-native or unnatural electromagnetic frequencies. Those are, I already talked about the food, the frequencies in highly processed foods, but the chemicals that are put into our air and into our water, those hold a frequency. The frequencies of cell phones, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, computers, electric vehicles, smart meters, smart appliances. I mean, we are essentially swimming in non-native electromagnetic frequencies. Everything is frequency. Thoughts and emotions and action and behaviors are frequency. The information that you're consuming online is frequency. So from social media, from news media, from Netflix and all the TV programming, all of those hold frequency. What else? I mean, essentially everything is energy and everything holds a frequency. So all of the artificial lighting that we are bathed in when we're inside, that's frequency. And so our bodies are taking that in, and all of that is frequency, is information to our bodies, and it's our fields, our energetic fields, are getting so distorted and confused with all of those frequencies. Not only that, because they're all unnatural frequencies, but we're spending less time outside to the frequencies we're supposed to be connected to. So it's creating a very discoherent, distorted field. It's kind of like, you think of tuning a radio station, when you're between stations, there's a ton of static and white noise and you can't hear either station clearly at all. That's what this is. So with all this information coming at us, our energetic channel is completely distorted and there's no coherence. So we cannot hear our intuition as easily or clearly. We have cut off access to God, source, the universe, whatever you want to call it. And all of this is by design, unfortunately. The powers that are running this earth right now are intentionally ramping up the frequency on this planet, so that it creates confusion, so that it creates distortion, so that it's infiltrating our minds with thoughts and beliefs that are not actually ours, but we believe them to be ours because you can't see them. So this is like, we are in an energetic battle, a spiritual battle on the planet right now. And so yeah, that is my intention for fasting now, is to remove the distortion, to create coherence and clear the channel so that I have more and better direct access to myself and to God. So I drink water for 5 days, and during that time I also have not been on social media at all. I think I've checked my email twice. I'm not reading any books. I'm spending as much time as I can out in nature. I really am prioritizing stillness and silence, and it has been wonderful. It's really calmed my mind. It has brought me peace. Anxiety has fallen away. Yeah, and I feel like I'm getting a better connection to my intuition and building that connection back with God. It doesn't happen instantaneously, but as I continue to do this over time, it's going to create more coherence within my channel. So day 1 and 2 were pretty easy for me, as far as not eating food. Day 3, hunger started to kick in, and definitely felt a little bit weaker. Day 4, I was just constantly thinking about food, really feeling the urge to want to go online and just like numb out and distract myself. It's wild how numbing and distracting these computers, phones are. Yeah, it's just crazy, and how addictive they are. But I didn't, and I haven't, which is good. And then today, day 5, I've just, I know it's ready to end it because I'm getting kind of dizzy and lightheaded when I stand up, feeling pretty weak and going in and out of hunger. But yeah, so I'm gonna end it with bone broth tonight, and then in the first part of tomorrow, I'll drink bone broth and then transition to solid foods from there. But I plan to do this more frequently going forward. I think I'm going to do a 5-day water fast quarterly on the equinoxes and solstices. And then the months that don't have those, I will do a 3-day water fast. Again, all with the intention to clear out my channel, clear out the distortion, and really build that connection and relationship with God and with my intuition. You guys, this is so important. You can feel the energies right now on the planet. It's ramping up. There's so much information coming at us from from everywhere, essentially. And it's really creating distortion in our field. It's infiltrating our minds. We are it's so, anxiety is ramping up. It's so, everything is confusing. We are turning against each other, and this is all by design. It is really truly to create the distraction and the confusion so that we aren't able to discern our own truth. We aren't able to see what's actually happening here on the planet in all of these systems of control. And it's really cutting off our access to God. And I know that can be triggering for some people, but universe, source, creator, spirit, whatever you want to call that higher power. So, and you don't have to fast with water. If that is, it doesn't sit right with you. You can fast from social media. You can fast from just sugar, just processed foods. You could fast from alcohol. You can fast from Netflix or TV. There's all different things you can fast from. People, if you have really toxic people in your life, sometimes maybe you need to fast from a certain person. And you can do it for varying lengths. If you are going to try a water fast, maybe start with a 1 or 2 day fast and see how you do, and then go from there. And I encourage you to really set an intention for your fast, and then try and be in stillness and silence as much as you can. Get out into nature. That is where you're really going to connect in with yourself, with your intuition, and with God eventually. So anyways, that's my experience with fasting. I am really excited to eat some food tonight, or I guess bone broth tonight and food tomorrow. But yeah, it's been a good experience, and I'm excited to be incorporating it more in the future. All right, have a good day, you guys.